What's up, everyone?
You.
Welcome to Couch Talk,
Hey.
the 20th episode of the Nothin But Net Show. I'm your co-host, Jamar.
And I'm your co-host, Mikey. And on this episode, we're just going to talk about the NBA Finals. We got the Golden State Warriors making it to another Finals. And Kawhi and the Toronto Raptors finally pushed through, made it to their first franchise final. So I think that's all we got to talk about. So let's hop right into it.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Up on the set, ballin' nothing but net. Posting my clips, shut down the internet. First like it, comment what you like best. I won't pass it like boy, put me to the test. It's nothing but net, show you know we coming up. Cop our merch if you wanna show love. Sub to our channel, help us level up. Nothing but net, show you know we coming up.
So the conference finals were very interesting, Mikey. We had the Golden State Warriors, unfortunately, sweep the Blazers. Yes, they did. But I do want to say, great season overall. Nobody expected them to be in the Western Conference Finals, especially this guy. Did not expect them to be there. They made it there. Obviously, you never want your season to end in a sweep, but they did make it there. And then in the other conference, we had...
That was actually a good conference.
That was a great conference finals, and we had the Milwaukee Bucks, who won the first two games of the series, lose four consecutive and lose to the Raptors.
And they have the MVP on their team. But he did not look very MVP-like in this series. Like
as I tweeted out during the final game, it looked like he didn't even want the ball down the stretch. They went to Brook Lopez and Chris Middleton repeatedly in the clutch.
Yeah, Brook was cooking inside. And the issue with Giannis is when he wasn't getting a rebound and running, he couldn't really do anything. And I thought what was really funny is in the half court, he'd back up all the way to like the half court line, catch it.
Yeah, because he has to be running. Yeah. He doesn't really have a half court game yet. He has to be running.
If it's not within 4 feet, he can't do it.
I saw a staggering statistic. The man was 19% from the field outside of 4 feet.
Not surprising.
19%.
That's not surprising.
But anyways, we had two conference finals. They're over and done with. Now we have the NBA finals. The peak basketball activity for the entire season.
I feel like this is going to be, regardless of how it ends, it can end a sweep. I think it's still going to be a good series.
Like competitive basketball.
Yeah, I think.
What are you expecting in the series?
Golden State to win.
Of course.
It just depends on what.
Give the people more detail than that. Everyone's expecting... Well, actually, no, not everyone's expecting Golden State to win, but still...
So they said no DeMarcus and no KD game one.
Mm-hmm. At least.
Yeah.
And it's looking like DeMarcus is closer to returning.
Yeah, they said on last Friday, May 24th, he was fully participating in practice. Mm-hmm. The only players that didn't that day were Kevin Durant and Andre Iguodala.
Right.
Iggy still has that little nagging injury. He doesn't really need to practice. The fact that Kevin Durant still hasn't touched the basketball court is the more telling of all the injuries.
Personally, I'm not expecting KD to play in this series.
Really?
It's unfortunate, but like you just said, he hasn't touched the basketball court yet.
Yeah.
Unless, now again, I did mention in the last episode of the Nothin But Net Show as well, that we have seen times where Steve Kerr has lied to the media.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I don't blame him. I'm not saying lie like a bad thing. Why spill all your secrets? I'm with him. But I'm just saying
you got the secret weapon in the back.
Yeah. Why let them know that it's coming? So we have seen that happen. Mm-hmm. But assuming that that's not what he's doing, and KD actually hasn't touched a basketball court, I wouldn't expect him to return. But I also think they don't need him, to be honest, for this specific series. I think that the Warriors will win with or without KD. Mm-hmm. I'm done betting against the Warriors. I'm done betting against the Warriors. I tweeted out also don't do it, people. Yeah. Don't do it, people. It's a trap. Don't lose your money. It's a trap.
I think
don't bet against the Warriors. I got the Warriors. I was between 4, 5, and 6, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna go 5.
I don't see 4.
I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna say Kawhi gets 1, but. I mean, we saw that Warriors team without KD win 73 games. We saw them win a championship.
We saw them sweep the Blazers. We saw them go into Harden's
house and win in Houston. So, I mean, Kawhi is the greatest player that they will have faced this season with that team. But with that said,
over. Honestly, if KD played or DeMarcus played the whole series, I'd say for sure sweep. They swept LeBron last year.
I still think Kawhi gets a 1, and I say that because this Raptors team is a much better team than the Cavs team that was in the finals last year.
Yes and
That's
no.
true.
I mean, when they show up, yes. But
they are much better.
But
it's not a yes and no, Mikey.
But there are also games that they don't show up. Like
it's not a yes and no.
There are games that, I mean, the last 3 games, Fred VanVleet started playing good. I saw that it was after his son was born.
This Raptors team is a much better team than the Cavs team that was in the finals last year. It's not one they show or not. I mean, did the Cavs' whole team show last year?
No, but we saw Rodney Hood this year. We saw George Hill this year. We saw players.
LeBron is hot.
Yeah,
LeBron gotta be hot. He's like, yo, this is the same George Hill that missed the free throw. Could have won the game and everything else.
This is the same Rodney Hood I traded for halfway through the season, and like, that's what you give me. And that's the thing too. Like,
but LeBron, it's all situations.
I thought LeBron would give you. Well, LeBron was supposed to give you a game. Like, he just was supposed. The way game 1 ended is what I mean. Like, he was supposed to give you that game.
Yeah, JR, wherever you are, you changed NBA history, my man.
That's you win 1 game. Woo! So big.
Hey, no, but it's
so big. So big.
It's different, though. That's an iconic game, though. That's an iconic playoff game. That's an iconic. It's not an iconic playoff game. That's a moment. That's an NBA moment etched in history.
Could have won an OT.
Anyways. So, yeah, I mean, I'm expecting the Warriors to win in 5. If KD comes back and DeMarcus comes back starting
whatever
game 1,
games they play, it'll
be over. Right. And let me say this last thing. Steph Curry.
Finals MVP.
If you do not win this Finals MVP, we have a very, very interesting conversation to talk about for his legacy. Let's remember, people. First year Finals MVP, Iguodala. Second year blew the 3-1 lead. And ever since then, it's been KD.
I mean, KD
even though last year, to be honest, Yeah. Last year, I thought that Steph deserved it up until that one game.
Until he had 11 and KD had like 45.
And he didn't even deserve to have double digits. What he had? He had like 7 or 8 the whole game.
And then he had an open 3 on the wing and just
that was terrible. But anyways, Steph, this Finals MVP is yours for the taking. Now, one last thing before we close the segment, because I do want to touch on this. Andre Iguodala said Steph Curry is the second best player ever. Can you address that? I don't feel like addressing that.
He's the second best point guard ever? I'll give him that.
Right? Like, what? What? He said, second to Michael.
He's the second best player on
Y'all see this face?
He's the second best player on his team, too.
That's wild. I mean, when you have 4, how many? No, he has 3 right now. When you have 3 championships and 0 Finals MVPs.
Sounds like Kobe. Early Kobe.
Stop. Stop.
Sounds like
on
Kobe.
That note.
Sounds like really Kobe.
On that note, thank you all for joining us for the 20th episode of the Nothin But Net Show.
Warriors in 5? I think I'm going to go. I think Warriors in 5
Oh, you didn't give a number, yeah.
I think Warriors in 5.
Warriors in 5. All right, so
we're
agreeing finally.
I was going to give Giannis a game, as you guys saw on my court. But after then Kawhi was like, oh. Oh, one last thing I want to say.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's now like, Kawhi Leonard for sure is a top 3 player in the world.
He's been for sure a top 3 player in the world. I want to say that.
Here's what I told him.
He has been a top 3 player in the world.
He's always been number 3. But the gap, I mean, since his finals, after his finals MVP year, since 2015, he was the 3rd best player. So I'm saying from then on, I would have put him 3.
To be honest, there have been moments where I've gone Kawhi over KD as well. If you remember, the year that the Golden State Warriors, the year he got hurt, Zaza Pachulia.
Yeah.
That year, I was saying Kawhi over KD.
Crazy.
And he was proving it in that game.
A half.
Giving him, what do you mean a half? He played 3 quarters.
It was really a half.
There was like 4 minutes left in the 3 quarters.
And then they blew the 20 lead. I mean, it's
yeah,
also,
of course they did, because the Warriors,
it's one game. Like,
hey,
in a 4 game,
that series would have been very different.
Yeah, they lose in 5. They lose in 5 or 6. But here's the thing. So, the fact that people are finally understanding Kawhi, whatever, he's the 3rd best player. Like, there's not really a competition. Mm-hmm. I think what it's mostly saying is the gap is closed. Because before, however you want to take it, he would have taken LeBron, I would have taken KD 1 for the past like 3-4 years. But it was like, if he took KD 1 and I got LeBron, I'm not like, oh shoot, I got KD or I got LeBron, and vice versa. If he got KD instead of LeBron, he's not freaking out.
You're saying now you can say that for Kawhi.
Now it's like, because before it was like, all right, well now I can go Steph, I can go AD, I can go Harden, I can go Kawhi, and they were all in the mix. And now it's like, nah, well you can go them, but Kawhi's like right there. Kawhi is right under them, if not in their party. If he's not
I think Kawhi's in the party, honestly. Kawhi's been there. But again, he's been there for me. I don't think, back when people were saying Kawhi was a system player, at first, at very early Kawhi, I thought so too. Right. But when you watch him play now, especially seeing what he does for the Raptors, his game's just so fundamental, he's going to look like a system player. Yeah. But he's way more than that.
They just space it out, let him get it the right wing, he's going to do his thing. Right. And honestly, if he gets the playmaking up, then I think he's up. I think he's closer to them. But until the playmaking gets there, he's still 3 to me.
Well, that's our time. We want to thank you guys for joining the Nothin But Net Show.
Couch talk, baby.
Couch talk. We want to encourage you guys, as always, like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow our social media pages, and check out our website, www.modernsportsmediagroup.com. Until next time.
Peace.